If some can achieve, like let's go over it again, place to stay, food on their table, and a woman giving them some love and some sex. If they can achieve that with no job, there are men who are stopping right there. And there are plenty of situations right now, let's pray for these women, that they literally have a man with them who just lays up in their house, not working, comfortable as hell. No desire and motivation to do anymore. And the problem is you getting with him before he has either learned how to, again, have a proper work ethic, learn how to become a man who handles his responsibilities, who takes care of things, who understands how he needs to show up in a relationship, you will basically take away the motivation to tap into those things because he's getting what he wants already. He's getting his achieved, he's getting his desired results. And so that's where a lot of women get themselves into trouble. They make it easier. It even goes back to the whole thing of marriage. You know, I think one of the things people forget with what contributes to a decline in marriage is one, this whole boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Because once upon a time, for a man to get the dynamic of a woman cooking for him, taking care of his children, feeding him, sexing him, all this stuff, that used to come, for the most part, only in marriage. At least to get it consistently, most of the cases, you had to get married to get that. Once we created a dynamic where men could get all of those things without marrying a woman, well, guess what? It de-incentivized a lot of men from bothering to get married. Now, if you have a situation where he can get that without having to bust his behind at work, it's going to do the same thing with those guys. Not every man is naturally wired to want to do more. Not every man has that level of ambition and motivation. And you've got to recognize what kind of guy you are dealing with. All right. And you got to make sure that he understands if he wants the benefits of you, there's a level of work he has to put in. It reminds me, I've mentioned this story before. It reminds me of a scenario where I had a friend and there was this guy who was interested in her. And he was like, when he came to her, no license, low paying job, baby mama drama. I'm trying to make this story real quick. So she was like, listen, if you want to talk to me, you're going to have to get your stuff in order. You're going to have to take care of this drama, better paying job, get your license, whatever. This man came back 6 months later. License, doubled pay from where he was working, no more baby mama drama. I think even got himself his own place. He got himself together. Now, she still ain't want him, but that ain't the point of the story, all right? The point is, if she would have got with him, if she would have became his girlfriend or even casually dating him, but provided the sex, food, and all that, there's a very good chance he never achieves those things. He just wouldn't be too comfortable. But by letting him know you can get this desired result being with her if you do this work, and you will only get to be with her after the work is done, he stepped up. And that's the approach that would be better. If you see the potential in the man, right? You can be a friend of his. You can encourage him through friendship, but he doesn't get to be with you until he does what he's supposed to do. All right. And to wrap this up, last but not least, the other reason why in the vast majority of cases, I would not advise you to embrace struggle love and dating potential is because at the end of the day, it just means you're settling. Okay. And I want to be just real quick and clear about this whole settling thing. I don't view settling as accepting less than you desired. Meaning, if a woman wanted a man who makes 6 figures, but she gets with a man who makes $70,000, I don't automatically view that as settling. Because if that $70,000 man truly makes her happy, and truly is able to fulfill her true needs, then she didn't settle, she found her she found where her happiness is. Okay? To give a different example, some people may say, I want a Lamborghini, right? But then they realize a lot of headache comes with that Lamborghini. And they end up getting them, I don't know, another car, Lexus, and they are so much happier in that car. Well, they didn't settle. They just found their happiness in something different. They tapped into what they really needed. So getting with a man who's making less, doing less, whatever, is not what makes it settling. It's, can you find your happiness there? Can you truly create a healthy, successful relationship with him? Does he fulfill the needs? It's not just what you thought you wanted, it's what you needed. And that's why you want to make sure that with any man you choose, with any situation you are considering getting yourself involved in, talk to God. Because if God tells you to embrace that struggle love, then by all means, I am not going to interfere, all right? If he tells you there's the potential here and he wants you to walk out this process while being in a relationship with this man, I'm not going to interfere. But I know for a lot of y'all, if you would talk to God first, he would tell you, hold up, it's not time yet. This could be the guy. He could be the right guy, but it's not the right time yet. So make sure you are going to God before you make your decision on how you're going to proceed. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. Relationships are the key to a successful life. But there's 5 areas that we have to be mindful of when it comes to relationships. There's relationship with God, relationship with ourselves, relationship with family and friends,